Okay guys, in this video we're going to get a ton done, and it starts right now. Actually, it started last night and I'll show you that in a second. But what we're going to do right now, we're going to finish boarding this up, this little corner and here, getting the plywood on and the insulation. Now, what I've been doing last night, I've been grading the ground. I can't do any more until I finish this corner. So I did it over here, and you can see everything has a slight slope on it, okay? Same with over there. You can see it. Everything slopes away from the cabin. And yes, we are going to be building the deck in this video. But first, there's a few things that I have to get done. Again, I gotta slope it a little bit more. I gotta get the insulation on, and I gotta get a piece of plywood along there and fill that gap. We're gonna fill that gap, put insulation on it as well. So that's in the works. Also, what I've been doing, I hooked up my drag behind the four-wheeler, and I've been dragging up all through the septic field area. And you can see I have a little bit of material here, and I'm gonna plant some clover and grass. Anyway, that's later. Okay. It's 18 and a quarter. Oh yes. Okay. Okay, is it gonna fit? It's questionable. I'm a little, you know what? I'm a little tight in that line. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? What the hell? Doesn't work. Okay, hold on. That's right. It doesn't work because I put it on the wrong way. Watch this. See? Doesn't work that way either. Why? Okay, listen, Mr. Spider. Oh, there we go. Let's try this again. Okay, so this is... So what in the heck here? Let in, guys. Gonna work, gonna work? Oh, yeah. Perfect. Okay, guys, what I'm doing, I'm making sure this plywood is at the bottom of this. Explain that to you in a minute, too. And if you notice, everybody had concerns. I do have my tar down on the bottom. It's not touching the dirt. Let's get all this gook on around that beam. We got it in. We got a little boo-boo. I ended up stapling my finger. Excellent job. Did a really good job. Anyway, everything's covered, sealed, ready for dirt. So let's backfill it. With this throbbing this much, I'm gonna call it a night as soon as this is buried. So let's get to it. Rock. Oh man, it feels so good to get this corner finally done, guys. All right, guys, throbbing. Catch you in the morning. Morning, guys. Thumb's doing better. Today's the day we're gonna seal the cabin though. Everything's shrunk enough, I think. And first, I'm going around and putting on the oil product to protect the wood. Windows are covered, and just kind of, because we're gonna spray most of this, and I just want to get around the difficult spots with a brush and get that done, and then we'll get on to the sprayer. So there's one that's done. Now it's supposed to dry the same, but I think they lied a little bit. So either way, I'm happy with it. So looks pretty good. The outside is now protected from the rain. This is not a stain, it's an oil. It's pretty dark at the moment. I just phoned the people I bought it from and they assured me it will soak in and lighten up. Not that I'm too concerned about it for two reasons. I don't mind it because it's evened out all the discoloration from the sun, so it's all a little bit more even. It is a little bit orangey and dark. It'll be okay. It's gonna soak in and we'll be good. So let's walk around and have a look. So as you can see, I hit all the underneath really good along here. That's gonna be under the deck, which we're starting tomorrow. Not today, it's so hot right now. We're in a heat wave. It is September like the 3rd or something, and we're at 35 degrees here. It's too hot. We did this morning, we're done. Just in the nick of time. So as you can see, and you can kind of see, this is one of the first walls in the sun. It's actually starting to soak in and go back to the original. Hey, you can see it's starting to dry. You know, you can see how dark it is here and how light it is here for sure. So they're right. Somebody asked me if I had much sap coming out. Oh, right here, I noticed one spot today. There's some sap. That's maybe 1 of 3 places. And of course, guys, let's check out my favorite place. Look at this. It is sealed, sealed, sealed. Beautiful. Doors done. All the windows are open now, or all the plastic's off. I am so thrilled that this is done. This is another massive project off the list, and I can't tell you how many comments people had mentioned how this is not going to stand up. It's standing up, and it's going to stand up now, especially now that the wood is treated. And don't forget, next year I'm insulating this, and there's some pretty cool things in the works with that. So stay tuned. But I'll see you guys tomorrow morning when it's cooler and we're gonna start the deck. Morning, guys. I've been down for a couple of days. I've had something going on in my stomach, really knocked me down. Anyway, it's time to get going and we're gonna start hammering down on the deck today. There's a bunch of things I need to do first before I can get onto the deck. One is major cleanup around here, and then we're gonna see if we can get this built in 8 hours. I don't know if I can get it all done today, but we'll kind of keep an eye on the time and just curious. I don't think it's gonna be very difficult. I have a plan. Sophie's a great help, but let's get to it and let's see what we can do. Okay guys, there's a couple things we need to do before we get the deck done. Now, I need to seal this in here, all the way along here, with just anything. This is some construction adhesive I had. I don't care really what it is. Just trying to, that'll keep drafts and stuff down. Also, what I need to do is cut a piece of plywood that goes from here, the top of this, to right here. And then I have flashing that comes off of here that goes around the whole building. So we're gonna put it here because we're gonna keep everything the same. Now remember, next year, there's insulation going on this. Okay guys, so what the plan is, as you can see, I've got it all on. It looks nice and messy, but in about 2 or 3 minutes, you're not even gonna see it. We're gonna take this stuff. First, we're gonna roll a sheet of this down, and then we're gonna take another sheet and we're gonna drape it down. So in case any water comes down here, it just shoots it away from the cabin. That's my line of offense against water. Gotta shoot it up and cut under all of these joists, which will be fun, but it's got to be done. So what do you do? And even funner because this stuff just sucks. What I need to do is I need to cut a couple strips. Let's go like this. Just cut this in half, I guess, roughly. This should get me pretty close. That's the factory. So this, I want to take, I think we'll only start from here. Yeah, because I don't much need this. I just want to take this from here and go this way. Is taking my knife and just cutting out for the these slots. This will drape down, it'll seal up, and we're off to the races. Did it again. What in the heck? Oh well, keep going. Okay, let's get this in place. Perfect. A couple other things we're going to do. I'm going to use this Elemax product. We're going to coat the plywood, because that stuff will rot in no time with water. So we're going to get that done. And then I'm also going to take the caulking and we're going to seal that up too. So we're just going to do this, and then I'll show you what I have in store for covering this. Once this flashing's on, and that's it, it's deck time. So let's have a look. I'll show you what I have. I'm mirroring what I already have around the other two sides, the front and back, and the other side. This already exists. I'm just trying to keep the profile the same. So when I insulate and clad this next year, everything's identical. It's a lot of little extra work right now, but it's worth it in the long run. So I had this made up. And I've been waiting, guys, like this, I've been waiting forever for this stuff. I have no idea why it took so long to get it made and shipped here, but finally we have it. Okay, so what happens now? Nice, that end is bent. Man, really? Are they all bent? They're all bent. Isn't that great? Man, oh man. That's a pier, look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Okay guys, everything is sealed here. Now it's time for the flashing. So, what I did was I cut this little piece on a 45. I cut this piece on a 45, and then I lift it up underneath. So all this does is slide together just like so, and you get a nice connection. So, let's do it. Such a nice clean cut. There you have it. We are sealed in under the deck and good to go. All I need to do now is take some of this gravel, put it along here, just enough to hold it down. It doesn't need to be a lot. Time to build a deck. Whew. All right, guys, what I need to do now is determine where my 6 feet is, level it out, and put my block down. Now you gotta remember, I'm doing this by myself, so this is not gonna be easy. 6 feet. Up in here for kind of level it out a little bit. I think I'm a little bit off. Okay, so, oops, that's okay. So I'm gonna come like this, make our pad, some of this stuff. All right, now, okay, so this is gonna go just like so. Get it close, off of there. Oh, and I want to be on the inside this one. Right, okay. What the heck? Pretty good. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna put a screw in here just to hold this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this one here, we're gonna put another one down there, and then we're gonna line it up and square it up, and then we're gonna put them all in place. And somewhat right here. All right. Okay, I just cut this 4x4 that I had from another project. Took this off a deck. It's pressure treated. Now I am gonna use the same stuff. Once I get everything figured out, I'm gonna put the black stuff here because it's gonna be sitting here and there's gonna be water and stuff, snow, ice. Just gonna set everything temporarily and then I can get everything figured out. Okay, now I know where this is gonna sit. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so I got this side on now and it is definitely level. Okay guys, something I want to address right away. You're probably sitting there thinking, man, this thing is going to settle and everything. It might drop down a little bit, but this is a small deck. Worst case scenario, if this did settle, I could easily jack it up and shim it up and do whatever. I'm absolutely not worried about it. I do know that this ground right below here, right below this crushed gravel, and once you add water to this stuff, it's like cement. If it does settle, I can easily fix it, not a problem. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run our 2x8 on the outside, and then we'll start putting these in place and screwing in. Told ya, I think we can do a deck in one day. Actually, we've only been at it an hour, so let's keep trucking. So if I measure down here 7.5 and I put a screw in there, then I've got somebody holding it for me. Actually, we'll just put it right through here. Now, so a little crooked line up the top, we can straighten it out later. Okay, let's hit the other side. So what I'm doing, I'm just gonna start now coming through. It's not a massive deck, but it's perfect. And I've also got a surprise coming up for here. You're gonna see something really cool. I have another support beam and I did put the glue and goo on this. So we're gonna set that right there, right in that corner. Perfect. I know I gotta cut these off. All right, let's get this all gooped in. Oops. Now, let's get it back together. Okay guys, I've got all the screws in all around, the big structural ones. Now what I'm going to do in the back side, have a look at these. These are a structural nail. What these are used for, roofers use them. They have these V-shaped gizmos that they screw onto the roof and then they can hook a harness to. I'm not sure what they're called, but anyway, these are one of those packages. I have them. I'm gonna put them in on the back side. What the heck, we have them. Might as well use them, right? So let's go put one in each side and say it's good, right? We're gonna lay these out. For sure, I'm not gonna make it, but I think I'm gonna have to do is open up the gap a little bit, and I'm okay with that, maybe. I wanna start from here and I wanna work my way in, but we're just gonna lay them all out and see what we have. Look at this crap. This is why I wanted to use it. You know I can manipulate these with screws and nails, but I mean, holy cow, wait a winter, unusable for sure. Okay guys, let's get this set. We're gonna use a carpenter's pencil, and that's gonna be our spacer. This is basically a 1/4 inch, so we're gonna go with a 1/4 inch gap. We're gonna go with a 1/4 inch gap past here. So, let's get the first screw in. I never put a square on this. I have no idea. I haven't even put a tape on it to see if it's square. We're gonna find out together, aren't we? What we're gonna do is we're gonna put our spacer in here. Make sure we're nice and flush right here. Put our spacer in. And then we're gonna get a screw. Okay, just get it all close. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, pretty good. That kind of worked out okay. Three and a half hours, we built a deck, but it doesn't end there. I have a surprise for you guys tomorrow, but that's it for today. We'll catch you first thing in the morning for your surprise. Was on the cabin, it's going on the deck. Oops. Okay, good morning guys. Well, I can't believe we built a deck in a little over 3.5 hours. Unbelievable. Who would have thought? Anyway, I think it looks pretty darn good. It's not too big. There's reasons I need to get vehicles through there into the woodshed that we have to build. Also made a nice little walkway here. I didn't want to just build a deck. I wanted a little special thing for us to rest our coffee on or bring out into the deck. So if you can see it, guys, look at this. So this comes up, we throw our stick under there, and there you have it. This is a piece of Douglas fir that I've had sitting around probably for 3 years now. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. I also put the clear sealer on it, the same as the floors inside here, so you could see the grains and stuff. So come on over and have a closer look. Have a look at this piece of wood. How awesome is it? It's got the nice cracks here. Put 2 coats of clear coat on it. Pretty special little piece, I think. And you know, we're inside, we can hand stuff out. And we got a couple cool knots here. The live edge makes it nice and shiny, that clear coat stuff. You know, where you can see where the bugs were at it. I really think this is a nice addition to a deck. We're gonna end the video here. So for me and Sophie, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.